If you like, keep supporting bad governance because it benefits you one way or the other. The day Nigeria will happen to you. Being Hausa, Igbo or Yoruba will not save you from it. Do you know the last time someone died of a wild snake bite in the UK was over 50 years ago? But in Nigeria, as of 2026, people die of snake bite on a daily basis. Ifunanya's case happens to be one of the very few that makes it to the media space. Else no one would have ever known. Our government will not see things like this to copy from the West. But when it gets to something that involves squeezing money out of our citizens' pockets or copying their tax system, they'll be shouting, this is how it is done overseas. How about copying other things that makes their life easier, such as good healthcare, 24 hours electricity, good road? When it gets to that, Nigeria will just exit the WhatsApp group immediately. Are you aware that the Saudi Arabian royal family used to seek medical treatment in Nigeria? Now imagine that same country becoming a graveyard for its own vibrant stars. Hospitals couldn't find a single vial of antivenom to save a life. Nigeria happened to Ifunanya a few days ago. She wasn't killed by a terminal illness. She was killed by a systemic void. Beaten by a snake in her own house in Abuja, she went to 2 different hospitals, but they didn't have the medicine. In the capital of the supposed giant of Africa, a 26-year-old lady's life was snatched because hospitals had no antivenom that should be as common as water in hospitals. Let's take a little backstory to Nigerian lost glory. In the 1950s and 60s, the University College Hospital in Ibadan was a global gold standard. It was a time when foreign monarchs didn't just visit Nigeria for diplomacy. They came for treatment and surgery. The Saudi royal family trusted Nigerian doctors and Nigerian infrastructure with their lives. Today, those same words are shadows of their former selves. And our own leaders wouldn't trust a local clinic to treat a common cold. They would rather bleed the treasury dry for medical tourism in London and France. Recent data shows that nearly 66% of essential medicines are not available in primary healthcare centers. We've reached the stage where patients are told to bring their own syringes, gloves, and even basic medication like paracetamol because the hospital store is empty. Our best minds are fleeing to the very countries where our leaders spend our taxes for their checkups. When governance fails, it doesn't just manifest in bad roads or a devalued naira. It manifests in the agony of a young woman who did everything right but was failed by a country that has forgotten how to care for its own. We've moved from a nation that exported health to one that imports tragedy. Every time a hospital lacks basic medication like paracetamol, or every time a victim of a snake bite dies, it is a statement that the Nigerian life has been priced at zero by those in power. Nigeria's healthcare is not just deteriorating. It is being dismantled by greed and a criminal lack of accountability. Sometimes the issue is not always the presidency, but wickedness from some governors. Because how can someone explain that a politician with the interest of his people health-wise will allocate just 68 million naira in the 2026 budget for health, out of a budget exceeding 400 billion naira? Ekiti people, how are you guys surviving such leadership?